Aries. Hello, Aries. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Let's find out what's going on with Aries and what does Aries need to know. So the first card that came out is the Star. This is good. This is positive. It's very gentle. Ooh, I'm getting like a very gentle, soft texture. And it's not just because I'm wearing my favorite cashmere sweater right now, but it is giving that like very Venusian. You may have Venus in Aquarius at this time, but there's this very like soft, gentle twilight feeling that I'm picking up on right away. It's like very tranquil. It's giving midnight. It's giving like, okay, if you go out in the middle of nowhere, like in the forest, in the countryside, if you go out to a field, a cornfield in the countryside at like 2 o'clock in the morning and everything is dark and everything is quiet and all you really hear is maybe the little peepers and the little crickets or something, but it's not even that. And it's like all you get is like the wind or the breeze. The breeze is susurrating through the grass, like shh, you know, it's just like maybe a soft breeze comes through the cornfield and it's just the stars. All you see is stars because there's no light pollution. So it's like there's no light pollution. You've gone to a place where the light is very pure, but it's in the middle of the dark. It's in the middle of the night. So you're in the dark, but there's this very soft glowing in your energy right now that I'm picking up on whoever I'm reading for. This glowing, soft tranquility that's like being out in the middle of nowhere in a rural location in the countryside. I wanted to say the forest at first, but I'm really picking up on like a meadow or like a cornfield, and the little breeze is sh 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 sh, you know, the sound the breeze makes. I'm getting that, and there's no moon. I'm not seeing a moon. I'm seeing maybe a little sliver of a moon. Okay, so it's a sliver of a moon, and it's a waxing crescent. So it's getting bigger. It's a waxing crescent, which means there's an increase of energy. I'm not seeing a waning crescent, which would be like a decrease or letting go. I have a piece of paper around here. Hold on. I have something that I want to read if I can find it. Of course, I probably won't be able to because, oh, no, I did. Excellent. Awesome. See, there's a reason to be optimistic. So it says, the inner power is becoming stronger when it comes to like this waxing crescent moon energy. Yeah, inner power becoming stronger. So it's like your inner power is becoming stronger, but that power, the inner power is this very soft, quiet, gentle sort of power. It's not forceful. It's non-violent. It's like very quiet, peaceful, almost empty, but it's not empty. There's a lot of life. I think a lot of people look at maybe like a field, like a meadow, not even a cornfield. Just look at a meadow, and a lot of people look at nature like there's nothing there, like it's empty, like it's just empty space. That's not true. If you look at that meadow, there are 20 different types of wildflowers growing there. There's 5 different kinds of grass. There's 1.5 million insects. There's pollinators like bees and other insects that are just as valuable to the ecosystem as bees. And beautiful things and things that people look at and say it's like useless or it's in the way or it's a nuisance. And that's just so wrong. That's so not true. These are, even if it's not beautiful and even if it doesn't pollinate our food, right? Like, it's still a living being. So I'm seeing like the divinity in a blade of grass. I'm seeing like this glow of divine energy in every blade of grass and every flower and every petal. And I'm smelling the scent of the meadow, but it's nighttime and it's cool. It's chilly. It's like you're wearing your cashmere sweater. I'm wearing my cashmere sweater right now, so maybe I'm being influenced by my cashmere. But like I have Venus in Aries, so perhaps this is speaking to me as well, but I'm getting more of like an Aquarian vibe right now. Like somebody may have heavy Aquarius in their chart, and this is something that has played an important role in their life. But even now, they're just starting to realize what it means for them. And there's the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this is you, Aries, feminine, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And it's like, yeah, okay, so you have a new opportunity about something here. This is giving you a new sense of hope for the future, okay? We'll take it down to the very basic tarot level. Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords. It's like you've got an opportunity and you're learning as much as possible about this new sense of yourself. I'm getting like a new sense of touch, a new sensation, a new intensity of sense perception. Ooh, it's like a new way of smelling the world. We always talk about a new way of seeing the world or a new way of thinking about the world. But what about a new way of touching the world? What about a new way of feeling the texture of a flower petal? What about a new way of smelling the world where you go into the middle of this field at night, whatever you're doing, and maybe this is what you should do. Maybe this would be good for you. Maybe this would be a healing moment. Maybe this would be an elevated, transcendent moment for you if you have access to something like this. Maybe you could go camping or go for a drive in the country. I'm seeing it so clearly, this vision I'm having, and I just have to report to you what I see. I have to be the clear, open channel, just like the Venus and Aquarius. I don't know why I'm saying that, but like the star card is like being the medium, the open channel. Okay, and so the clear, open channel that is giving and receiving, especially receiving messages, but as the intermediary, as the reader, I've got to just tell you what I'm seeing. And I'm just getting this over and over, this flash of image. I just keep seeing this image of a meadow or even a cornfield or something like this. I'm definitely seeing a meadow, because a cornfield is just like a monoculture. But even a monoculture, there's all the insects and everything, but it's so impotent and it's so sterilized when they like spray it with pesticides and stuff. I'm talking about like diversity, biodiversity in this meadow. And it's like a new way of approaching nature. And for some reason, I feel like this could be good for you. It could be good for anybody, maybe anybody really. Anybody could benefit from a new way of touching nature. Maybe you need to get grounded and like take off your shoes and walk in nature. Watch where you step, because I don't want you to step on a rock or a stick or something and get hurt. But like, you know what I mean? Like spending time in this empty place, but it's not empty. People think that it's empty. So maybe maybe you thought it was empty. Maybe somebody you know thought it was empty. Or like at first glance, if we are not transcendent, ascendant, elevated, if we're not approaching a situation, this new situation, if you don't, at first glance, a new situation that you are entering into may seem empty. It may seem like there's nothing there for you. But if you spend a moment and just open your mind to any sense perceptions that may come in, you're going to realize that there are thousands of life forms teeming with life and divinity all around you. You are not in an empty place right now, Aries. You are in a place that is full of life and potential. And so I see you. What I'm seeing is also somebody has this new idea, and it's like you're trying to find a practical application for a very elevated spiritual idea or a very elevated spiritual concept that you're bringing down to earth. Like maybe you need to articulate this. Maybe this is something you're very, very passionate about. You're passionate about nature. You're an ecologist. You're an amateur mycologist. You like fungus. You like mushrooms. There's something maybe very specific about your interest. You have a very special interest, right? And you feel very passionate about it, but other people might look at it and think, oh, there's nothing there. Why should this be important? There's nothing important about mushrooms. There's nothing important about bees, or there's nothing important about insects, or like something that seems like it's empty or unimportant is actually extremely important and very full of life and not empty at all, and is very meaningful and beautiful and divine. And you see the spark of divinity in this blade of grass. And a lot of people will just look at it and say, oh, it's just grass. We need to mow the lawn. And you're like, actually, no, we need to abolish the lawnmower because because it's like, I can't stand to see this beautiful nature being leveled and raised and reduced to a monoculture. Can you imagine if we appreciated, if our culture in general appreciated biodiversity and we didn't have to mow the lawn anymore, we didn't have to live with this constant sound pollution in our environment, and we had true living biodiversity and everywhere, and it was gorgeous and wonderful, and there'd be 5 and 10 different kinds of wildflowers growing, and all these different grasses and plants and trees and animals, and like, instead our culture is like constantly tearing it all down and reducing it to just the very basic sterilized, like people, like the popular culture and the popular approach to lawn care or land management, especially like in the suburbs or whatever, it just, it becomes so sterilized, and I can't stand it, honestly. Can you tell? Maybe this is like somebody like me who feels very passionate about this with the Queen of Wands and all of this. Like, yeah, there's this passion. There's something that you feel very, very passionate about. Yeah, and it's nature. Like you're like obsessed with this. You have a calling here, and you need to stand up for what it is that you love and care about. So you're being called to, it doesn't have to be nature. You don't have to be like me. You don't have to go around telling everybody we should abolish the lawnmower, which I do actually fully 100% believe. We should ban the lawnmower, abolish the lawn 100%. In my personal view. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about that. Do you agree? Do you disagree? But it's like I'm seeing here something that you care so deeply about, and you are meant to be like an activist for this. You're meant to speak up. Whatever platform you have, there's something you care about. And I believe it's got to do with like nature, because we've got the Empress at the middle here. Strength, the devil, all of this here. And I feel like you've been kind of maybe either complacent or apathetic or depressed because you feel a little overwhelmed by the forces that are working against you. But if you really love something and you really care about something, you can't stand to see it destroyed. I love nature personally. I keep bringing this back to myself, and because this is maybe relatable. Okay, this is how I'm going to relate to this, and so please take it as it resonates for you. It's just an example, right? It's the easiest example that I can possibly think of. I love nature. I love the forest. I can't stand to see deforestation. I live in the forest, and sometimes there are people around me that'll tear down trees. In fact, I have a new neighbor. I can't stand her. It's true, because, and I haven't even met her yet. I have not spoken to her because I don't trust myself not to say exactly what I think, because I'm not afraid at all to speak my mind, and I'm going to tell her straight to her face I don't like what she's doing. And so I don't want to talk to her. So I've been avoiding this conflict. So Aries, are you avoiding some kind of conflict because you're trying to, I don't know, maybe you don't have the energy right now. Maybe you feel tired. You're trying to focus on your work. You're trying to like mind your own business. You're just like, because look, I'm getting this right here. This whole story of the Page of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Four of Cups. It could be different for different people. So it's like there's something that you are called to do, and you've got to be like a warrior for this. Yeah, the Ace of Wands right there at the center. Like, this is something that you are meant to do. You feel passionate. You've got to take action. You've got to do something. You've got to speak up. Speak up. There's the Eight of Wands right there. You need to speak up in defense of the defenseless. Your voice matters. There's something that matters to you. You feel it very deeply. And I think, okay, what is it? Ooh. Honestly, I feel like people will be more impressed and more receptive to your ideas than you think. Or there's going to be a lot of supporters that do agree with you. Even if there are people who don't agree, there's going to be 100 people who do. And you're being called to speak up, to be authentic in your desire, in your truth, in your activism. I'm getting a very activist feeling today. That's cool. Like, you have a special interest. Your passions are meant to guide you. You are meant to follow what it is that sparks your fire, that lights you up, that gets you going. It makes you feel alive. This could be a creative venture. It doesn't have to be activism. It could be artwork. It could be performance. It could be writing. Just something that you are intensely interested in, that you feel very deeply about, but that you seem like you've not been with the Four of Cups. It's like, yeah, like, I don't know what's stopping you. You've kind of been inactive. You've been just sort of quiet in contemplation. Maybe you've been feeling depressed or lonely or isolated. Isolation is a dream killer, by the way. And it's like you are being called to action, to defend or speak up or stand for something. And maybe you've been thinking about how you can do this. Like me, I've been trying to think, how can I talk to my neighbor about what I really believe? Like one of these days, yeah, there's the Queen of Swords. Yeah, like I have some words. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Oof. Oof. So maybe there's this idea that you are speaking and it comes out in a very harsh way. And maybe you don't want that. Something is bothering you. So something's been bothering you about this. Like you've had a difficult time in your past and you want to overcome something about the past. Your past has taught you something here about pain and suffering, honestly. And maybe this is why like you just don't want to get involved, or you feel like you're tired, or you feel defeated. You feel like something's been ruined. You feel like something is terrible. It's a travesty. It's a shame. It's like it's what's done is done. It's already been done. The damage has already been done. And so you're just looking at a new opportunity. You're trying to go in a new direction because you've been dealing with a situation that has been like a war zone, and it's over. The battle is over. And so now you've just been, okay, so, okay. So something was painful and difficult here, and you've been kind of stuck in your emotions. You've been in this sort of emotional holding pattern because of this painful, difficult thing that happened in the past. It's already over. The worst of it's over. I'm getting like I have to tell you the image. Okay, this is not a very pleasant image that I'm seeing, and it's not about the literal, it's about the figurative. So figuratively speaking, it's as if there was a battlefield. Like I'm seeing World War I, trench warfare. Okay, it was that you were in the trenches. And trench warfare is ugly and horrible. It's hell on earth. And whatever this was, this situation with the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Swords, this is explaining why you've been depressed. You've been through hell and back. And what I'm seeing is a battlefield and all of these bodies, really. And all that you can do is kind of go around and check for survivors and gather up and bury the dead. And it smells bad, and it's ugly and unsightly, and it's horrible. It's dangerous. It's violent, right? Like, so maybe you experienced some kind of terrible thing, and for a while you've just been you've been depressed. You've been needing to heal. You've been needing to take care of yourself, but you've been in this sort of emotional stalemate, or like you've needed some deep rest. Depressed means deep rest. So you need to go to the forest for rest. Yeah, I like that. But you've needed to kind of slow down to take care of your heart space. You've been stuck in your feelings. This is the Four of Cups, stuck in your feelings. Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, stuck in your feelings. With this Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords, it's like, this is what you're coming out of. This is what's over. This is what's coming to an end. And what I see with the Nine of Swords, the Two of Swords is, wow, like, whatever this painful situation was has caused you so much despair and anguish. And you need to find peace within yourself. So you've been on this healing journey. And it's not been easy for you whatsoever. So yeah, you've just been in this kind of holding pattern. And so what you need is this thing that's coming towards you is going to bring you out of this. Yeah, when you let it go, So you've been stuck and oh my God, you're coming out of it. You're coming out of the dark place. You're finding peace within yourself. You've been needing to make a decision. You've been seriously disturbed by whatever this is. I liked the beginning of this message because we were like, yeah, your passions, you're going to go for it. You're getting this new exciting opportunity coming in for you that's making you feel alive again after a very seriously discouraging, we could say, discouraging situation that has made you feel like hollowed out. I know maybe that's not going to resonate for everybody, but look, I mean, the tower there. By the way, all the queens. Oh, thank God. All right, cool. So, right. So I feel a sense of relief coming in. We have to go through the darkness here. We have to get through this reading. And yeah, no wonder why you've been depressed. I can only imagine. So this is actually quickly coming to an end. Suddenly, you're able to straighten out your life here. Yeah, oh, thank God. Thank God. There's like a miracle coming in for you. Things are absolutely changing. This is what we need to see. Yeah, it's only a matter of time before you're going to start to feel so much better. I feel like this new opportunity gets things moving very quickly. This is coming in sooner than you think. A lot sooner than you think, actually. And, okay. Right. I'm gonna put this, you know what, I'll just put this here. It doesn't matter. So all the queens have come out, and the Empress, very feminine, very receptive. You are receiving this new opportunity here. It's gonna change your life. You are in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing in order to recognize and receive this exciting, beautiful, passionate new opportunity that's going to open doors for you and change things for the better. You're gonna be able to straighten things out after a serious problem. Whatever this was, it was devastating. Something obviously did not go to plan. It was not working. It did not work out. Yeah, a real fight here. Wow. You may have had a separation, a divorce, something failed. A failed situation that has redirected you. And you know what, Aries? I get this message for you every once in a while. Failure is not fatal. I feel like I've said that to Aries in the last like 3 readings. Failure is not fatal. It shows you what doesn't work. When you learn what doesn't work, you can now focus on what does work. I think there's been a serious conflict, okay? And somebody has tried to win at all costs, and the cost of victory was greater than the victory itself. It cost more to win than it was worth. It wasn't worth it. Something was not worth fighting for. And I think you finally are letting it go. You're letting it go and you're moving forward. Yeah, with love. Okay, beautiful love and forgiveness. You are finding closure. You are finding emotional strength, tranquility, and peace within yourself. You have hope for the future, this very gentle, tranquil, like we're coming back to the star, this soft gentleness is entering into your life. I want you to receive this softness and this gentleness on the inside through your heart space, getting in touch with your femininity and your heart, spending time in your body, spending time grounding in nature, spending time in peaceful, quiet, natural surroundings, disconnecting from, I just heard disconnecting from reality. I just meant disconnecting from like the news and from this problematic situation is going to be good for you. You're going to get some distance. Look at that, walking away, disconnecting, walking away from something. Oh, this is so good for you. Good for you. Good for you, Aries. So you walked away from something and you're walking towards what is going to be so much healthier and better and brighter for you. Soft. I just keep getting that softening feeling, and there's a lot of pleasure there as well. Yeah, so you are still a little hesitant to go for a new beginning. You're a little uncertain. There's some reluctance, but you're finding it within yourself to move forward toward a new plan that makes you feel alive. What makes you feel alive, Aries? Go towards that. okay? Walk towards the light and receive these blessings of abundance and prosperity. You have gone through hell. Keep going. Like, if you're going through hell, just keep going. Because on the other side of all of this is healing and stability. Yeah, it's just a matter of time. I feel like you are disconnecting from a very dark, sort of twisted. I just got the word twisted. Damn. You may have been dealing with any number of difficult situations. It could have been an addiction. Now you're getting sober. It could have been a seriously disruptive event of some kind, and now you're coming through. You're on the other side. You're healing from this. A health issue. You're having a breakthrough. You're healing from this. Something happened, and you're straightening it out. You know, something that may have been like a marriage, it could have fit. Ooh, look at that. This new beginning is so beautiful. I see you healing, refreshed, emotionally cleansing. Like, maybe you need to do a cleansing ritual, but wow, look at this positive, bright energy that's coming towards you. Faster than you think, Aries. Much faster than you think. I also get there may be like a new partner in your life, a new lover who comes in, who helps you as well, who makes you feel really good. Yeah, there's the Page of Cups. The 10 of Pentacles, stability and certainty. I feel like you went through a phase of extreme uncertainty and suffering. And this is just, it's been a long time coming for you. If you've got Aquarius in your chart, I would say look at the Aquarius reading. It was like you've waited long enough, something like that. Just look at this. It's so powerful. Yeah, exactly. A new sense of personal power, autonomy, and stability, security. It's so refreshing. It's like healing and reconnecting with what matters the most to you and going in the direction of what makes you feel truly alive again. You're like coming back from the dead here. This was such an important character building moment for you. I think you learned so much about yourself in this trial and error. This was so disruptive, but yet it brought out something in you, almost like a purification by fire. But that's, yeah, I get that. I got that in one of the latest Taurus readings too. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not really seeing that in the cards. I just felt it inside of me. So is there something new? I would say go for it. I'm also seeing this Page of Cups. This could represent a new relationship here with the Ace of Cups too, or just a new sense of emotional well-being, a new sense of feeling connected to source, to your own heart space, and overflowing with love and joy, whether or not you're, sharing this with others. You are overflowing with love and joy, and you're so grateful, you're so relieved. I'm just getting such a sense of relief off of this. But I'm also seeing, there's the Judgment, there's your purification by fire. Okay, so we were on the right track. But this is an elevated sense of love. Okay, so this type of love that I'm talking about is not just romantic, although there is a romantic connection here. It's also the elevated spiritual type of love, which, all right, I need to talk about the Page of Cups for a second. Hold on. This Page of Cups that I'm picking up on is so adorable, so sweet, so kind. Kindness and consideration and sincerity. They are so honest and sincere and open-hearted. They may even kind of lack boundaries a little bit, the Page of Cups that I'm feeling right now. With the Sun card here, it's like an inner child. It could literally be a child, or this is your inner child who's able to feel safe and welcome and comfortable or comforted. This is comforting. It's setting your mind at ease. Something is putting you at ease and making you feel more comfortable. You're coming into a place of feeling very comfortable and very supported and stable. It's like you're getting a new sense of personal power. There's the Emperor, that's Aries energy, but it's like there's support here. There's a support structure around you. But back to this Page of Cups. This Page of Cups is very sensitive and very loving and very pure in their intentions and in their heart. I'm getting like someone who's very sympathetic, very sensitive, very empathetic. This is an empath. This is someone who's like an empath. They may even be kind of psychic or very intuitive. But they also, they're so loving and caring and gentle, and they would never hurt a fly, and they would never want to say or do anything that would offend anybody or hurt anybody's feelings. If they ever learned that they did say or do something that hurt someone's feelings, they would feel so bad. They would apologize. You know what I mean? They would be like, they'd be horrified, you know what I mean? They would feel so bad. And they really care about people and animals and nature. I feel like we're coming back to this sense of really, really caring. And they're uninhibited in the way that they care. They care openly and deeply. They wear their heart on their sleeve. This is what I mean by like they don't have very strong boundaries. Like I think this person may even be a little bit naive at times. They don't understand cruelty. Cruelty is very confusing to whoever I'm picking up on now, whoever this represents. They are kind of a Pollyanna-ish. There's a Sagittarius, Leo type energy that I'm picking up on. This could even be a child or your child. And they're kind of like an indigo child or like a crystal soul. I'm getting like crystal soul. They're so pure. They're so clear. They're so light. They're like a prism. They might be a water sign, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, maybe. Or they could have these placements. I'm getting like Mercury in Cancer. Okay. So this person is playing an important role in whatever this is, this crystal soul, and you're starting to see clearly the higher calling here. What the higher purpose for this is. They have this character, however this relates, there's a higher purpose to this person, their life, their path, or the relationship. And you're starting to see things very clearly. And you're feeling into the direction, like this is an important person on the path here. You meet this person, or they are an influence. They are very influential. The relationship with this person is very healing because they are so loving. They're so openly and deeply feeling and emotional. I almost want to protect this person. Like I want to shield them. They need some guidance or guardianship, like because the world can be so cruel. So maybe that's coming back to this experience of cruelty and lack and fear and pain and anguish and despair. You have experienced these things. These things kept you stuck, felt trapped or stuck in this. It was inhibiting you from moving forward, but you're getting free of it. You're freeing yourself from these limiting ideas. You're starting to see things in a new perspective. You're letting this go. You're going with the flow. You are choosing the path of least resistance, letting this go and straightening out your life. You're having a breakthrough here when it comes to your finances, your relationships, your life in general, your spiritual practice, your journey, whatever it is. I see a breakthrough. This was a long time coming. It was so hard for you to do this, to overcome this challenge, but you did it. Now you have a greater sense of purpose and strength and personal power. You have a greater sense of power and a sense of peace moving forward. And there is this important, is this you getting back in touch with your own sense of innocence? Or is this a child that's come into your life? Or is this a new relationship with somebody who is so sincere in their sensitivity and so open with their love. You just want to protect them. You almost want to like, yeah, it's like you want to guard this. Okay. But I see you coming into a much healthier lifestyle. So there may be something you need to stand up for or follow your passion, follow what makes you feel alive, stand up for who you really are, speak your truth, be clear and articulate when you communicate this truth from the heart, straight from the heart space. Get in touch with that heart space and speak with your whole chest, Aries. Everybody needs to hear it. Okay, the world needs this sensitivity, this healing from you. Like you're standing up for what's right, or you're standing up for yourself or something. And so, or you're standing up for this child, or you're speaking on behalf of something or somebody that doesn't have the power to speak for themselves, and you're coming from a place of having been there and done that and wanting to, I don't know, prevent other people from having to go through the same pain and suffering, or like you want to prevent some kind of suffering because you've suffered. You don't want others to have to suffer. You don't want someone to have to go through what you went through. There's something you really care very deeply about, and you are fighting for it, standing up for it. Could be anything, could be any number of things. What is it that you really care about? You're speaking on what you care about. You are acting upon your truest, most powerful desires. You're being completely honest and open about who you are, what you want, what pleases you, what doesn't please you, what gives you a sense of personal power and autonomy, and what is no longer serving you. I love this energy for you. You're getting so focused on a new beginning, a new era. This is like a new era of Aries. It's a new Aries. It's a lot like the old Aries, but bigger, better, stronger, faster, more productive. Like you're more Aries than ever. You are more yourself than you've ever been. Or like you're getting back in touch with yourself after some sort of, I want to say like catastrophic damage, or like some very difficult, doesn't have to be catastrophic. It could have just been a period of feeling down and feeling very low and going through something that was hard for you. But it's pretty dramatic here. I mean, the Tower and the 10 and the 9 of Swords, and then like the Hanged Man and the Knight of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles. You know, this is where you're coming from. And this has been a serious problem for you. I don't want to dismiss that this is where you're coming from and this has been a serious problem. But you are making a decision to move in a new direction, having gotten a new perspective. Like you are coming out the other side of this. You're almost to the finish line. You are so close. It's like you're pushing through. You found the strength to persevere, and you're amazing, Aries. You're doing an amazing job. I just want to say that. So things are changing for the better. You've been juggling. You've been spinning plates. You've been keeping up this momentum, and it's growing. It's exponentially growing. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love this for you. I love that we came out of it, because I was getting a little worried for a minute there. So I think you're coming out of a hopeless place. You're finding hope in a hopeless place. You're creating it yourself. You're finding it. You're making it. Aries, you're going to make it. We're all going to make it, Aries. Aries, I love you. Oh my God. So, okay, we're all going to make it. You're going to make it, bro. We're all going to make it. We're finding hope in a hopeless place. We're making it. We're creating hope. We are the light in the dark, Aries. Me and you and everybody in the collective. Okay? Especially you, but also me and us. We all are. We are. Let's just say we are. It's us, Aries. If not us, then whomst? If not now, then when? If not you, then who? You're doing it, Aries. You're going to make it. Keep up the good work. I love this for you. Okay. Man, I'm even feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this reading. I find you coming into a much healthier place. You're becoming more prosperous. People maybe didn't think that this was going to happen for you. Like maybe you have a very difficult past in your life, like where you came from a hard background, and now you're entering into a new season of your life where you are gentle and kind in the face of all of this evil and corruption. Like this did not change you, although you did go through a very difficult moment. I think you've come back around to a very authentic part of yourself that is vulnerable and strong enough to be sensitive and wise enough to be open. Ooh, interesting. All right, what do we got on the clock? 4034. Let's read from the angel numbers for 434. Ow. Okay, 434. I feel it. Let's do it. Pillars. Be a stable force in an unstable world. Aries, you're a stable force, a force for stability in an unstable world. What were we even talking? I feel like this relates. Okay, change is inevitable, but what remains constant is your response to it. Your angels call on you to differentiate what you can control from what you cannot. Brainstorm some ways you can remain in control with your words and actions in times like these. So yeah, you're like controlling yourself. You're keeping self-discipline, self-control throughout a difficult situation. And it's this discipline and control, this ability to direct your willpower towards the best and highest good that attracts to you what you are. What you are is pure and good and love and innocent. Like I'm feeling like maybe you are the crystal soul or something. I keep getting that word, crystal soul, guardian of the crystal soul, something like that. And you've been able to guard this crystal soul and it's remained untouched throughout a dark, desperate time of despair and destruction. And so you've remained untouched. You've remained, there's some part of you, and maybe you didn't always feel this way about yourself. You didn't always see this. Maybe you didn't always feel like it, but there's some part of you that's been stable throughout this whole thing. So you are a pillar of stability in your community in an unstable time, in your family, in your life, for the people around you. Even if sometimes you don't feel that way yourself, you are a pillar of strength. You just are. You've got that natural leadership ability. And so you have so much influence, and this is a part of your path. This is a part of your North Node. This is what you're meant to do. This is what you're meant to receive in your life. Okay. Wow. So your hard work is paying off. You're seeing the results of your labor. This is happening faster than you might think. Or you're getting like this boost, this push, this boost, this burst of power coming through, like this boost of energy. You're being elevated. Like I'm seeing like, okay, is there another spirit? Is there another way we could put that? I don't like that analogy. Could we, okay, thank you. I was going to make some kind of analogy. I didn't like it. It's like taking an espresso shot. You're drinking an espresso and you're getting this burst of energy that's coming through. So you want to direct this energy towards your desired outcome. Focus on that. What is it that you really want? The clarity here, I think you've already got it through this to this new beginning. Anything else? Nope, that's it. You're getting liberated from some kind of stuck or stagnant behaviors and relationships that are no longer serving you, that kept you stuck in a place of feeling hopeless, like you didn't have what you needed. You're getting liberated. You're liberating yourself from this. You have a new opportunity. You're going to take it. You're going to go for it. You're running the ball down the court. No half-assing it, Aries. You're not half-assing this. You're going all the way. And you're coming from a place of feeling like depressed and dark to getting what you need, getting like signs and synchronicities from the universe, personal, like meaningful coincidences that are personal to you that show you the way to get what you want. Like something is making you feel really good. Somebody, it could be a person, maybe it's just something coming into your life at this time that is so full of love and light, and it's bringing this energy of love into your life because you are attracting what you are. We attract what we are, not what we want. And you are a crystal soul, guardian of the crystal soul, Aries. Should we get, I mean, this has already gone on. Have we gone on long enough? I mean, 45:12. I like 45:12. 4, 5, 1, 2. It all adds up to 3 in the end, which is the Empress. I love the 3, 6, 9. We got energy, frequency, vibration. You attract what you are, not what you want. So it's like you're getting, it's like you're cleansing that lens. You're getting very clear and open and being, again, we're coming back to the beginning of the reading. So we're coming back to that sense of softness and openness and receptivity to beauty and goodness and truth and clarity and peace. You're finding that peace within yourself, almost like ignoring outside influences to come to your own conclusions, finding peace within yourself, finding that balance within. And because you have that, because you are that, you are attracting more of it. And it's growing. So, okay, excellent. You're focused on the way up and the way out. And that's what I've got for you today, Aries. I love this energy, by the way. I'm so inspired by this. This is so uplifting just for me as the reader, just to come into contact with this kind of thing. I love it. We love a good hero story, right? Rising up from the depths of the darkness in the pit. You were in the pits and you climbed out. I think Leo, I was going to say, I think Leo had something like this a couple weeks ago. Maybe it was last month. Like climbing up out of the pit. I think they did. You may have Leo placements in your chart. If there's something you wanted to go look at, you could maybe go look at that. I almost want to get you some oracles, but should we get oracles? Should we get some? I mean, we've been here long enough. Should we get some oracles? Nah, I'll do it next. All right, fine. I'll get one. This just came out. The Immaterial World. I'm going to get one for Aries. Oh boy, that's 2. Fine. Transhumanism and metaphysics. Metaphysical transhumanism. Like, okay. Let's see. Let's read from the book. This is the Systems Oracle. Number 46 and number 56. Yeah, number 46 and number 56. All right. Transcend. This is the transhumanism card. Transcend, potential, evolve, profound questions. The transhumanism card represents the merging of human biology with technological innovation, the quest to transcend the limitations of the physical body and mind. It invites you to explore the frontiers of human potential and to imagine new possibilities for growth and evolution. Transhumanism promises enhanced abilities, extended lifespans, and expanded consciousness. However, it also raises profound questions about the nature of our humanity and the risks of unintended consequences. This card encourages you to approach transhumanist ideas with open-mindedness and critical discernment. So in the reverse, the shadow side of this is stagnation, limitations, conformity, resistance to change, fear of progress, and clinging to humanity. There may have been some of that, you know, but you're rising above it. You're opening your mind to new ideas, new approaches, new way of approaching. This is reminding me of the Star card as well. Let's read for metaphysics. Philosophy, abstract, non-physical, paradox, and the divine mind. The metaphysics card represents the more profound philosophical and spiritual questions that underlie our understanding of reality. It invites you to contemplate the nature of existence, consciousness, and the cosmos, and seek answers beyond physical science and materialism. Metaphysical inquiry can be both intellectually stimulating and emotionally challenging, as it often confronts us with the mysteries and paradoxes of the universe. This card encourages you to approach metaphysical questions with wonder, humility, and openness, recognizing the ultimate truth may always remain elusive. Engage in metaphysical exploration to expand your perspective and deepen your sense of meaning. In the reverse, in the shadow side, it's like physicality, a lack of spiritual understanding, a disconnection from the higher realms, and a materialistic mindset. So that's what you're leaving behind in favor of this like open wonder, humility, you know, recognizing that the truth may be somewhat elusive, but expanding your perspective and deepening your sense of meaning by exploring the metaphysical. I feel like that's both related to that star card, and it comes back to that idea of like being in that open field, that meadow, and you're not seeing it as an empty place. You're seeing it as a living being. Each blade of grass, each tree, each plant, everything is alive, and all of it contains within it that spark of divinity. So you're seeing this all from a much elevated perspective, and that's beautiful. Okay, let's see. You know what? We're gonna get an unshakable inner peace. I've loved these. I've been loving these lately. Ooh, don't run from the darkness. Embrace your shadow side. What aspect of yourself have you been afraid to look at or address? We're taking that one. Usually I just like to let them pop out, but you know. We're taking it. Number 28. Embrace that darkness. Yeah, because here we have a lot of darkness on the bottom, but a lot of light built up on top. So I like that all came out at the bottom here. It gives me a sense that this is where you're coming from, but it's not where you're meant to stay. It's a door to walk through, not a room to stand in. So embrace the darkness and don't run from it, but I guess don't dwell on it either. But I don't know. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to read. Let's see. Let's read. When we go on a spiritual growth journey, we can easily fall into the trap of thinking life is supposed to be easy, especially when we are doing the work. We believe that if we are not happy and joyful 100% of the time, we are doing something wrong. But true fulfillment comes with living all aspects of your life. Yes, highs and lows, peaks and valleys, light and dark. Darkness is not something to run from. It's only unhealed emotions that need more love. Embrace your shadow side, the unhealed wounds from your past, childhood traumas, unresolved anger, and unprocessed fear, and work to accept the pieces of you that you despise. Only then can real transformation take hold. True peace comes from acceptance and seeing all situations with love. Oh, I love that. There's that acceptance. Yeah, acceptance and love, embracing it. A big part of any personal growth journey is coming face to face with your deepest insecurities and fears. This is called the work. Many of us don't want to do the work because it's work. It's hard and painful, and it feels impossible to understand. But when we do the inner work, often the miracles happen. Okay, there's a typo here. The miracles happens. Whatever. We heal, we grow, and we transform. True transformation happens when we look at the pieces of ourselves that we've been hiding from. It is safe to look at your shadows. To move forward in your life, you must look at the pieces you have been afraid to see. Be honest with yourself about what you have been hiding from. The dark parts of you, your insecurities, doubts, and deepest fears are all a part of you as well. It is not something to judge or to condemn. From a spiritual perspective, there is no good or bad. It's just areas that need more love. Look at your shadows as a mother would her own child. Embrace them and love them for trying so hard to protect you. Your insecurities, doubts, and fears have done nothing wrong. They have simply tried to keep you safe in what often feels like an unsafe world. Once you understand your wounds, emotional attachments, traumas, and pain, they are no longer needed in your life. You don't need to carry any of that fear forward. Your ego, the fear and the shadow is part of you, but it does not define you. Recognize that you no longer need the ego's protection. Allow yourself to accept all of you and invite more light into your life. You can do this by saying, I choose to be the light. I accept myself fully and I allow the light to illuminate my path. So ask yourself, what aspects of myself have I been afraid to look at or to address? How can I bring more light into the situation? Well, okay. I feel like that relates to a lot of what was said in the reading today. It really summed it all up in a way that maybe was even more articulate than I could have at the time. So I hope that was helpful, and I hope that resonates. But look at the center of this reading here. The center here is the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles is at the center. This is the spirit of the living knowledge, which exists in all things, and it's coming through you. It is in your hands, but it doesn't belong to you. This knowledge is yours for now, right? But you must share it to keep it alive. You must give it away to others in order to get more of it. To gain, you must give. You get what you give in this. But it's like, I'm seeing almost like an imperative, an ethical imperative or a moral imperative or like a directive here. I'm seeing Kant, like Kant, that philosopher Kant. What did he write? Wasn't there something about an imperative? I don't remember. Some kind of imperative. It's imperative that you pass this along, that you have gained knowledge and that you give it away and you pass this along like a teacher would, or you pass this along. You've inherited something, but it doesn't belong to you. You are the steward of the land. You are the steward. You are the guardian of this. But it doesn't really belong to you. You're simply being entrusted with its care for now. And this is so interesting. I don't know what I'm talking about. There's something that you are entrusted with its care for now, but it's not yours. It doesn't really belong to you. And you're meant to give it away or to let it go at some point. And it will grow beyond you. And it will live its own life. And it will grow and prosper. And it will continue to be passed on from guardian to guardian. Forever. Forever and ever and ever. Amen. That's what I've got for you today, Aries. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was of service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description box below. You can email me. I'll let you know how it works. You let me know what you need. But in any case, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye-bye.